Now, let's turn our attention to Cao Zhi. He was the third son of Cao Cao. Cao Cao had 25 sons, and 13 of them lived to the adulthood. Cao Cao also adopted many talented young boys as adopted sons. Imagine the competitions among the brothers, half-brothers, and adopted brothers for Cao Cao's fortune and title. And imagine what would happen to you if you grew up experiencing all these radical changes in both society and culture. What it would be like if you were the son of a successful warlord. What were you going to do if you had to compete with many brothers, half-brothers, and adopted brothers for anything such as your father's affection, or a beautiful woman, or your father's fortune and title? What would happen to you if you failed to win any of these? Well, this is the tragic life of a prince who happened to be the best poet of his time. I'm Dr. Gao, a philosopher obsessed with poetry. I make videos about classical Chinese poetry, philosophies, and medicine. If you like the content of my videos, please click the like button and subscribe my channel. I also offer one-to-one online lessons on these subjects. So if you would like to learn more about these subjects, please contact me. Here's my email address. He also fought along with his father in the campaigns against the other warlord in the subsequent years, and had obtained a huge following among the scholar officials at his father's court. It was during this time Cao Zhi composed his famous poem 白马篇, or the Ballad of White Horse, expressing his political ambition. The second emperor of Sui Dynasty, Yang Guang, and the great Tang Dynasty poet Li Bai both composed poems with the same title and similar content inspired by Cao Zhi's poem. Here are the links to my two videos to Yang Guang and Li Bai's poems. Even though Cao Zhi did not have many great political achievements comparing to his father, his literary talent was celebrated for nearly 2,000 years. He was regarded as the best poet of his time, and his poetry was cited over and over again by poets, novelists, and playwrights. There are also a lot of stories, true or made up, circulating among poets and scholar officials. A famous poet from the Jin Dynasty, Xie Lingyun, declared, 天下才共一担，曹子建独得八斗，我得一斗，自古及今共用一斗。All the gifts of talents under the heaven has the volume of one dan. Cao Zhi gets 8 dou, I got 1 dou, and all the people from ancient time till now share 1 dou. Dan and dou are measure units for grain. 10 dou make up 1 dan. Here's a picture of dou. This is how the phrase 才高八斗 comes into existence to praise someone's extraordinary talent. This poem also represents a turning point for the scholars of the time in their philosophical orientation. The failure of Confucianism as the dominant state ideology made them explore other options. It is quite interesting in the last two couplets of this poem, Cao Zhi's lamenting of the shortness of human life focus on the futile effort for fame and power. Although the poet is living in a splendid palace, eventually he would die, and like the falling leaves, his person will return to the hills and mountains. However, his tone is not that of a despair, as we would often feel when talking about death. Instead, the tone is rather comforting and content. Since everyone will eventually die, and we all know that we will return to the hills and mountains as the heaven mandates. Why worry about it?